Imagine a basketball player so dominant, she makes seasoned pros look like rookies. Now picture her as an actual rookie, taking the WNBA by storm. That's Angel Reese for you. She's not just good, she's rewriting the rulebook. And sorry, Caitlin Clark fans, but the 2024 Rookie of the Year award, it's already got Reese's name on it. Let's break it down. Angel Reese isn't just another talented player. She's a force of nature on the court. Standing at 6'3", she's got the height, but it's her incredible wingspan that sets her apart. When Reese stretches out those arms, it's like she's covering half the court. Defenders? They might as well be trying to score against a brick wall. But height alone doesn't make a great player. It's what Reese does with it that counts. Her rebounding skills are off the charts. She doesn't just grab rebounds, she hunts them down like they're the last piece of pizza at a party. And once she's got the ball, good luck getting it back. Now let's talk about her scoring. Reese isn't just a one-trick pony, she can score from anywhere on the court. In the paint, she's unstoppable. Her post moves are smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. But step outside and she'll still make you pay. Her mid-range game is developing faster than a Polaroid picture, and she's not afraid to let it fly from beyond the arc. What really sets Reese apart, though, is her mind. She's got basketball IQ coming out of her ears. She sees plays developing before they happen. It's like she's got a crystal ball hidden in that basketball. And her decision-making? Faster than a New York minute. But while Reese is dominating, she's not doing it in a vacuum. The 2024 WNBA season has been marked by an intense rivalry, one that has roots going back to their college days. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been competing at the highest levels for years. And now, as they both vie for the Rookie of the Year award, their rivalry has only intensified. This isn't just about stats, it's a rematch for the ages. Caitlin Clark, the #1 overall pick by the Indiana Fever, is currently leading the Rookie of the Year race. Averaging 16.7 points, 7.8 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game, Clark has proven herself as a scoring and playmaking machine. She made history as the first rookie to record a triple-double in the WNBA, and her high-pressure performances have kept the Fever in the playoff hunt. But Angel Reese isn't just sitting back. Selected 7th by the Chicago Sky, Reese is having a standout season of her own, averaging 13.8 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game. Recently, she set a WNBA record with 13 consecutive double-doubles, underscoring her dominance in rebounding and her overall impact on the game. What makes her performance even more impressive is that she's doing all of this with less star power around her compared to Clark, who has multiple former #1 picks on her team. So, what makes Angel Reese the superior candidate for Rookie of the Year? It's her relentless rebounding, her impact on team success, and her defensive prowess. Reese leads the league in rebounds, averaging 11.8 per game, making her a game changer every time she steps on the court. In a league where possessions often dictate the outcome of games, Reese's ability to dominate the boards is critical. Her rebounding isn't just about numbers, it's about securing possessions that can swing the momentum in her team's favor. Despite being on a team with fewer high-profile players, Reese's contributions have helped the Sky maintain a competitive position in the playoff race. Her influence goes beyond her stats. She's the heart of the Sky's defense and a key player in their offensive sets. Some analysts argue that this should weigh heavily in the Rookie of the Year considerations. After all, isn't the true measure of a player's value how they elevate those around them? Reese isn't just a force on the boards, she's also one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. Her defensive prowess is often overlooked in favor of flashier stats. But make no mistake, Reese changes the game on both ends of the court. Whether it's locking down an opponent or coming up with a crucial steal, her defense is as vital to the Sky's success as her rebounding. Her record-setting double-double streak is more than just a stat, it's a legacy in the making. If she continues at this pace, she could finish the season with one of the highest rebounding averages in WNBA history. Her consistency in dominating the paint game after game places her among the elite in the league, making a strong case for why she deserves the Rookie of the Year title. In today's WNBA, you can't just be a one-position wonder. You've got to be able to play all over the court, and Reese is like a Swiss Army knife. Need her to bang in the post? Done. Want her to run the fast break? She's already halfway down the court. Need a clutch defensive stop? She's got you covered. This versatility isn't just good for highlights, it's good for winning. And Reese is just getting started. She's entering the league with a chip on her shoulder the size of Mount Everest. She's hungry, she's driven, and she's got something to prove. Think about the great rookies in WNBA history, the ones who came in and immediately left their mark. Reese isn't just going to join that list. She's going to top it. She's not here to fit in, she's here to stand out. So when the 2024 season rolls around, keep your eyes peeled. You're not just going to see a rookie finding her feet, you're going to see a superstar in the making. You're going to see highlight reels that'll make your jaw drop. You're going to see a player who doesn't just live up to the hype, she exceeds it. The 2024 Rookie of the Year race, it's far from over. Angel Reese isn't just in the conversation, she's redefining it. As she continues to dominate on the boards and lock down opponents, the question isn't just if she'll win Rookie of the Year, but how she'll do it. And once that trophy is in her hands, well, that's when the real show begins. Because Rookie of the Year is just the beginning. The real question is, what record will she break next?
Clark will fire and hit the three.
Why is she a star? Because we know that she will pull up from the logo and it goes in.
Caitlin Clark has taken the WNBA by storm, becoming one of the most talked about players and earning high praise from legends like Sue Bird and Chiney Ogwumike. But what if I told you her incredible journey hasn't been without controversy and fierce competition? From jaw-dropping performances to fiery debates, Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever is turning heads and ruffling feathers. And with a heated Rookie of the Year race against Chicago Sky's Angel Reese, even Stephen A. Smith has weighed in. Dive into the drama, the triumphs, and the game-changing moments that are making Caitlin Clark a name you can't ignore. Sue Bird, a WNBA legend with 20 years of experience, recently shared her support for Clark in the Rookie of the Year race. "I have Caitlin as Rookie of the Year," Bird said, explaining that her decision wasn't based on stats alone. "I don't do the stat comparison. Yeah, it can help. I just do the eye test, and to me, she's Rookie of the Year." Bird's support is a big deal because of her respected status in the basketball world. Chiney Ogwumike, another former WNBA star, and now a media personality, also praised Clark, but from a broader perspective. Ogwumike talked about Clark's overall impact on the sport, saying, "She is the most impactful player that I've seen hit the scene, not even just in basketball, but in sports, in a generation for how she moves the needle, not only in viewership, but business, and that rising tide lifts all boats." Ogwumike even compared Clark to WNBA greats like Maya Moore, Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, and Diana Taurasi, but stressed that Clark is taking the league to new heights. Despite all this praise, Clark's journey hasn't been entirely smooth. After leading Iowa to a second consecutive national title game, she was picked #1 overall by the Indiana Fever in the WNBA draft. Her initial transition to the professional league was tough, as she struggled to adjust to the increased physicality and competition. However, Clark quickly adapted, and her performance has soared. In her first 13 WNBA games, she averaged 16.3 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 6.0 assists. In the next 13 games, she improved these numbers to 17.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and an impressive 10.4 assists per game. Adding to the buzz, Clark made headlines during the WNBA All-Star Weekend by declining to participate in the three-point contest and skills competition. Many fans thought the WNBA missed a prime opportunity to showcase her talents, but it wasn't because she wasn't invited. Clark declined the invitation, preferring to focus on other aspects of her rookie season. This decision sparked debate among fans and analysts, questioning whether she was avoiding the spotlight or strategically managing her workload. Clark hasn't just been about controversies and decisions. She's also been breaking records left and right. She set a WNBA record with 19 assists in a single game and became the fastest player to reach 400 points and 200 assists in a season, achieving these milestones in just 26 games. While Clark's on-court performance has been stellar, the Rookie of the Year race has brought her head-to-head with another standout rookie, Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky. Stephen A. Smith recently voiced his support for Reese on ESPN's First Take, saying, "Angel Reese, she may be Rookie of the Year. She's special. Let me tell you this right now, I don't care what anybody says because she can play. She's no scrub. She's a walking double-double." Smith's endorsement adds to the growing debate about who truly deserves the Rookie of the Year title. Reese has been phenomenal in her rookie season, leading the WNBA in double-doubles with the Chicago Sky. She has maintained a double-double streak in 15 straight games and surpassed former WNBA player Candace Parker on the list for most consecutive in a season. Reese currently leads the WNBA with 17 double-doubles and could break Tina Charles' rookie record of 22 in a season. Her dominance in the paint and ability to grab offensive rebounds make her a formidable competitor. But it's not just her on-court performance that sets Clark apart. Off the court, she's been making waves with her big deals and public appearances. Clark signed a $28 million contract with Nike and recently unveiled her first player-exclusive shoes, the Nike Kobe 5 Pros. Her emotional reaction to this milestone, captured on social media, made her even more popular with fans. "It's pretty cool," Clark said.
It's pretty cool. It's got I feel like it's fever, but it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both worlds. I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more fever, so just wait for that one, but yeah.
Unable to hide her excitement about the new shoes that blend her Iowa roots with her current team, the Fever. Clark's influence goes beyond basketball courts and shoe deals. During the WNBA's break for the Olympic Games, she has been enjoying different experiences, including making a special appearance at a country music concert with her teammate Lexi Hall. The duo joined country artist Jordan Davis on stage, delighting fans and showing their personalities off the court. Despite not being selected for the women's Olympic basketball team, Clark remains in high spirits, supporting her fellow WNBA players competing in Paris. Her friendly and down-to-earth demeanor, combined with her on-court skills, make her a relatable and influential figure in sports. She is not just playing the game, she is changing it, bringing more visibility and respect to women's basketball. As Agwu Mike put it, Clark is bringing the WNBA to new heights, exponential heights, ushering in a moment that fans and players have been waiting for. However, Clark's focus on basketball has drawn some criticism for not addressing social issues more actively. Connecticut Sun guard Dejanai Carrington highlighted this by criticizing Clark's initial neutral stance on the misuse of her name to spread hate. Clark responded firmly, condemning racism and misogyny and emphasizing the need for equal respect in the WNBA. She expressed frustration over her name being exploited for harmful agendas and clarified her primary focus remains on playing basketball.
Just asking you directly, when people use your name for racism, misogyny, whatever, what is your response to that specifically?
Yeah, I think it's disappointing. I think, everybody in our world, deserves the same amount of respect. The women on our league deserve the same amount of respect. So people should not be using my name to push those agendas.
Adding to the drama, ESPN analyst Elle Duncan recently issued an apology after misunderstanding a comment made by WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops about Clark. Duncan had criticized Swoops without having the full context of her quote.
Someone did take a loss in the basketball world this week, though, and I love her, but she's wrong here. Cheryl Swoops, former WNBA player, we all know that. She's had some thoughts previously about Caitlin. She would later have to apologize of those thoughts being uninformed, she shoots like 60 shots a game, just being a little bit inflammatory and critical without any actual analysis. And she apologized for that during the women's college season, and she's now stepped in it again.
After realizing her mistake, Duncan apologized on social media and personally to Swoops, acknowledging that she should have listened to the full show before reacting. Swoops' actual comments were about the overall talent of the Fever in the Sky, not a direct criticism of Clark. Clark's teammates on the Indiana Fever have also shared their admiration for her impact on the team. Veteran guard Kelsey Mitchell said, "Playing with Caitlin is like having an extra coach on the floor. Her vision and basketball IQ are off the charts, and she makes everyone around her better." Comparing Clark to her college rival, Angel Reese, further highlights the intensity of their Rookie of the Year race. Clark has averaged 17.1 points, 8.2 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, while Reese has dominated with 17 double-doubles and impressive rebounding stats. This fierce competition has fans eagerly watching every game, boosting attendance and viewership for both the Fever and the Sky. The WNBA's approach to promoting Clark has been cautious. Some sources suggest the league may be hesitant to make her the sole face of the WNBA, preferring a more balanced promotion that includes multiple stars to grow the league's overall popularity. Despite this, Clark's presence has undeniably increased interest and engagement in the WNBA. Looking ahead, Clark's impact on the WNBA will be monumental. Her journey with the Indiana Fever is just beginning, but she's already proving to be a game changer. With the Fever currently in the playoff picture, thanks in large part to Clark's leadership and performance, the future looks bright. Her ability to elevate her team, both through her play and her presence, is something special. In conclusion, Caitlin Clark is not just living up to the hype, she is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. Her blend of on-court talent, off-court charisma, and genuine impact on the sport sets her apart from her peers. As Sue Bird and Chineni Ogwumike have noted, Clark's influence is undeniable, and her potential seems limitless. For fans of women's basketball, this is the beginning of an exciting new era, led by a player who is poised to leave an indelible mark on the game.